Intelligent beauty is such a fantastic phrase, and I think you're leading a movement.
Totally. This is a global movement. This is a global movement for women, about women, and about the beauty industry collectively. Indeed.
Listen, when I heard that Jeanniey Walden had a TV show, I had to just crash the party.
The founder or the entrepreneur needs to insert themselves into that conversation. 82% of consumers trust a brand more if they see the founder or the leadership team on social and engaging in marketing. And 77% of them are more likely to buy.
Thank you for having me. This show was absolutely incredible.
How do you create space for everything that you want to accomplish?
That's a great question. I ensure that I always have time with my family. I put my family first. And so when I'm with them, I give them 100%, no phones. I'm just completely engaged with my family. And then when it comes to my work ventures, I try to give 100% to that. But I think ultimately as women, whenever we're trying to do all the things and we're trying to lift off, we got to give ourselves some grace.
When I started my own career in tech and found myself the only woman in every room that I was in, it's gotten a little better, but still nowhere near where we need to be. But there are some really exciting opportunities right now. Huge explosion in cutting edge industries around space, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, blockchain, you name it. And those will provide countless opportunities for women to get in on the ground floor and not be left behind.
What we need is an intimate, organic community of supportive people who get what it's like to go up through the ranks, but also once you're there, what you face on a day-to-day basis.
What compelled you to get involved in helping everyone in Ukraine?
Most of the NGOs are operating in the interior of the country, but not close to the front lines, where civilians are in the most desperate need.
Why do you want to start your own business? Why do you want to be your own boss? Get very clear, because on the days that your worries will knock you down, your why is going to pick you back up. Mine was, I wanted more freedom. I didn't want to be told what to do, when to do it, or how to do it. I didn't want to be on someone else's time or someone else's dime.
As an entrepreneur, how important is work-life balance, or what I call work-life blend, and having a hobby?
Yeah, I think there's an old saying, the heart is healthiest when the hand and the head work together. So during the day, I'd work with my hands, and then at night, I'd work with my head, and one sort of balances out the other. So yeah, I think there's something to that.
Take the money that you are no longer spending, because you now have the power to make changes, and use it to pay down any high interest rate debt. If you've got it, interest rates are continuing to go up, which means that debt is getting more expensive. And having debt, we know, is the most stressful.
If you are not earning rewards on your credit cards, you're literally leaving money on the table. Even if you're not someone who's looking forward to trying to book luxury first class flights or hotel rooms in far-flung corners of the globe, you can still get cash back or otherwise get a simple domestic flight just by participating in some of these loyalty programs and being smart about making the most of them.
I think coming from professional sports, it was sort of like, oh, it's not really about me at this moment. I can learn from these other people. And so it's nicer to have these extended conversations. And my hope is to take this sort of high-end information that gets a little heady and put it at a sort of 3rd or 6th grade level.
Really figure out where you are in the stack, right? Are you building a high growth company, which would require something like venture capital, or are you building a smaller business, which kind of is a misnomer because it can still get pretty, big. But there's different types of capital that you access for different types of businesses.
Travel is important for all of us, and especially entrepreneurs. As you know, it's easy to get burnt out, especially these days. So really taking time to unplug, recharge is a great way to take care of yourself. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Rachel, so much for being on the show today so I can eat this.
Yes, that's all yours. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.